is Ethan D'Agostino, the junior. And he got it. 14 seconds is all it took for the Broncos to take a 7-0 lead out here at the Castle. The Knights need to respond when we return here on NFHS Network and Schlick Sports. You turn Ender Sandman back on. No, so you... Oops. Oh, we're back. Palm Beach Central after the kickoff return for a touchdown. Gets set to boot this one away, up 7-0 on the Creekside Knights. And it's a touchback, so out comes the Knights offense in need of a response after giving up a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Let's see what this Knights offense has in store. Last year, this is a Creekside team that was fantastic offensively. Looking at what they did last season, 39 points per game offensively. But this is a Broncos defense that allowed just 15. As Sean Ashenfelder leads his guys out there, the quarterback taking over as the sole starter, and he starts it off with a give to Nicky Williams. Going to his left, got some room. He's going to end up with a 5-yard gain. Make it 4 up to the 24-yard line. So 2nd down and 6 for Creekside, coming from their own 24-yard line. They set up with 3 receivers to the right of Ashenfelder, 1 to his left. It's play action, keeping it. He goes left, and he has to dive down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Creekside Knights. 3rd and 8 for the Creekside Knights. And that is not what they wanted out the gate. A nightmare scenario for the Creekside Knights. Can they get a first here, move the chains? A 3 and out would not be good for this team. And now some miscommunication between the sidelines and Ashenfelder. Still 15 seconds on the play clock. He gets the call, signals to the line. Shotgun he gives. Passing towards the line of scrimmage. It bounces in front of Eros Toffer. He's arguing for a catch, but it is incomplete, and that'll be a 3 and out for the Creekside Knights. So 7-0, the Broncos lead with 10:35 to go in the first quarter. A kick return for a touchdown is how they opened up this game. And a 3 and out for the Creekside offense is not doing itself any favors. Defense needs to step up and get a stop against this talented Broncos offense. Cooper Maurer out there to punt this away. He takes it up in the air. Takes a bounce on the Creekside 48. Rolls past the 50 and will be downed at the Palm Beach 48-yard line. So right around midfield is where the Broncos will take over. Good field position for them after a dream start to this ball game. Kick return for a touchdown of 90 yards. And then a 3 and out forced by their defense. And out comes an offense that last year for Palm Beach Central was just as dominant, if not better than that Knights team. 39.2 points per game. And they're going out against a Creekside defense that had their fair share of struggles last year. They gave up over 30 points per game. As Butler, the quarterback, gets a little dump-off pass. That'll be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. bringing up a 2nd down and 12 after a loss of 2. Butler, the sophomore quarterback out there, taking over for Ahmad Butler. There's a flag on the play. Penalty marker, that's going to be against the Broncos. False start will back him up 5 yards, making it 2nd and 17. Ahmad Hassan, the quarterback last year for the Broncos, passed for over 2,300 yards and 31 touchdowns. Now at the University of Massachusetts, Caleb Butler, the sophomore, with big shoes to fill. He's got an offer from Western Kentucky. Last year threw 1 pass. It was a 35-yard touchdown. As he drops back to throw on 2nd and 17, he's looking downfield. He has got a man inside the 25. Catch is made by Waden Charles. And that is a big-time first down, moving the chains on 2nd and 17, and much more all the way to the Creekside 24-yard line. Charles, the wide receiver, is a guy to look out for. That is a tough man to cover. 6'3", 185. The junior had over 1,000 yards receiving last year at Somerset Academy. 8 touchdowns, over 20 yards per reception, and that one well over 20 there. Now a handoff in 1st and 10, and stopped behind the line, Leon Williams. Make it a 2nd down and 11 after a loss of 1. Butler's got 3 receivers out to his right, 1 to his left. Williams in the backfield behind him to his right. It's a screen pass, this one going to Kamari Williams. He gets a block, he's up the sideline, still on his feet inside the 15 before he is stopped, stepping out of bounds a yard short of the first down markers. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Palm Beach Central Broncos. And no, they're signaling that that's a first down, actually. They're moving the chains. And it's a first down. I didn't quite think he got there. I looked like he was out at the 15 from the official marker. I don't have a great angle on it, though, up here from the booth. And the chain gang a little late to move the chains, but it is 1st down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Butler takes the snap. It's a screen pass on the other side. With the ball, Preston Parker, the wide receiver, not going anywhere. And no, he fumbled. Somehow Leon Williams, the running back, has the ball, and he is way behind the line of scrimmage, taken down. And that is going to be a big-time loss for the Broncos. I thought that play was over, as Parker was wrapped up by Knights defenders. I looked down to confirm the play, and when I looked back up, Leon Williams was running backwards with the ball. And it's now 2nd down. And that's near 20 yards for the Broncos from the 23-yard line. Butler's got 2 receivers on either side. He is looking towards the end zone. It is caught. Waden Charles makes the touchdown grab, and it is 13-0 Broncos. He was running a go route straight to the pylon. It looked like decent coverage from the Knights defender, who I believe was Jackson Earl. Not good enough, though, as Charles comes down with the ball right past the goal line, and it is 13-0. And on comes the kicker, Ethan D'Agostino, for the extra point. Only missed 2 all of last season. He's 1 for 1 today. And make him 2 for 2. 14-0, the Broncos with the lead. 7:31 to go in the first quarter. It is all Palm Beach Central out here at the Castle when we return. Welcome back here on Schlick Sports. 14-0 Broncos. Is our score after a kick return for a touchdown, and the offense with 2 deep passes to get the job done. It's a touchback from Ethan D'Agostino. And out comes the Knight offense trying to respond to a 3-and-out. Looks like NFHS is not working, says delayed, and the camera is having technical difficulties. Well, that's great. Yeah, the internet out here, the reception just went down for a minute, and then looks like we're back on now. Hopefully we can get NFHS working, but as of now, you're listening. We are here on Schlick Sports as well, audio only. The Knights with the ball, and they start off with a give to Nicky Williams. He's got some space. He's got open field. Past midfield, chasing him down and tackling him is Xavier Albert, but Creekside with the first down and much more into Palm Beach Central territory to the 48, and that is what the Knights needed after a rough start to this ball game. The Knights with the 1st and 10 in enemy territory. So finally some energy on this Creekside side. Whistle blows, and the offense ready to go. It's a screen pass. Taylor Birch, he's now got some room on the sideline. Out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the chains again for another Creekside first down. On the 37, he stepped out of bounds. 1st and 10. We'll see what the Knights do here after 2 nice big gainers here starting off this drive. Ashenfelder looking to pass. It's off the hands of Aaron Satiris. Was a little high above him. Was going to be a gain of about 2 if he kept it in. But instead it ends up 2nd down and 10 for the Creekside Knights. Three receivers out wide, a tight end behind the line, and Nicky Williams right behind Sean Ashenfelder. They give to Williams. He's got some blocks, diving forward for a gain of about 2 as he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and that was a really nice play on the defensive line. Diving forward, he reached out and grabbed the ankle of Williams. If not for that, he probably would have gotten a good 5 yards at least. 2 running backs back there with Ashenfelder. They give to Williams. No, it's a fake, and it's an option pass. They give to Garrido. He's got open field ahead. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Creekside. How about that? I tell you, this can be a tough offense to call play-by-play for this season because they are running these option plays in that kickoff classic so good with those ball fakes. It looked like Williams had the ball. They got that D-line fooled. Then Ashenfelder had the ball running to his right. He tossed back to Harrison Garrido. The transfer from Parca Vista down in Miami, rushed for over 500 yards and 5 touchdowns last year. And with breakaway speed, he ends up in the end zone. And Cooper Maurer with the extra point. And the Knights respond. They got some momentum. It's 14-7 on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. The crowd is going out here at the Castle after a Knights touchdown. Cooper Maurer boots it into the end zone. for a touchback. And out comes a Knights offense with some defense, with some momentum. After the big-time offensive drive, can they get a stop? And it's going to be an official's timeout for a water break. When we return, it's 14-7. Broncos lead, 6:11 to go in the first quarter on Schlick Sports. Looking for a realtor to help you with your real estate transactions? Contact Jason Purvis with Next Home First Coast. Jason has years of experience in real estate with more than 75 successful closed transactions. Jason is a Durban Crossing resident and Creekside parent helping people buy and sell real estate across Northeast Florida. He'll provide you with a personalized real estate experience. Contact Jason today at 802-373-8543 or Jason at nexthomefirstcoast.com. Welcome back here to the Castle. 14-7. Creekside with the lead. Trailing by 7, but they get a touchdown before the break. A touchback, and now the Broncos take over after momentum. They lost a little bit to this Creekside side. Can they respond here offensively? It starts off with a 5-yard give to Leon Williams. Gonna bring up a 2nd down and 5. Creekside needed a big drive. They needed a big play. And that's what they got. Nicky Williams with the run past the 50. Caleb Taylor Birch with the screen pass advancing the chains. And then Harrison Garrido running into the end zone. And now a tackle for loss. Cole Long into the backfield. And he stuffs the run for a loss of 2, bringing up 3rd down and 7 for the Palm Beach Central Broncos. This Creekside defense has been getting into that backfield, but can they stop the pass deep? That is the question. Look for them to take another shot right here. Butler, the quarterback, got 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Waden Charles has been the go-to guy. Look for them to go to him right here on 3rd down. He looks to pass, looking up that left side. That is Charles, and the pass goes far to the sideline. Now we'll bring up 4th down for the Broncos. And the punt team on their way out on 4th down and 7. Back to return for Creekside. Can't get a number out there quite yet. Punting this one away will be Ethan D'Agostino. And there's going to be a timeout on the field. Play clock is hit 0. Is there a timeout called? And it was a play clock violation. Delay a game, and that will back them up 5 more yards for 4th down and 12. And that is not what they wanted, as this should give Creekside even better field position, as the clock's still running. Now to 4:18, and the officials got to discuss where to put this. So the officials trying to get it up to the booth, set it to 4:40. As they're trying to get that set in the booth. So 4:40 on the clock. And now we get to play some more football. Creekside with the touchdown and what looks to be a 3-and-out. Can they capitalize and tie this game back up? The punt is away. It's a good one. Inside the 45, bringing it in is Cooper Dixon. He's going to move forward for about 3 yards up to the Creekside 47-yard line. And we'll see, the Knights got a chance to tie this ball game up. 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Aschenfelder, the quarterback, got 3 receivers out wide, 2 running backs back there. One to his right, one behind him. It's play Aschenfelder. Aschenfelder keeps it. He's past the chains. He could go all the way. Inside the 20, he runs out of bounds as Marvin Dwyer Jr. caught up to him. But that is a first down and about a 30-yard gain for the Creekside Knights as they get up to the 24-yard line. Again, 3 receivers out wide, 2 to Aschenfelder's left, 1 to his right. Oscar Earl, the tight end, blocking. Palm Beach Central showing blitz up front. They drop back, and it's a give. Nicky Williams, he's got some room. Up to the 15-yard line. He is tackled around the 14, 13-yard line. That'll be another Creekside first down. They're on the move. At the 13, it's first down and 10. The Knights seemingly finding a groove. Can they capitalize with a touchdown? It's another handoff to Williams, and he dives forward inside the 10. He's brought down. Stretching, you think he got the ball up to the 9. And that is where they're going to place it. I'll make it a second down and 6 for Creekside. Whistles blow. And it's a timeout. Palm Beach Central's after a 14-0 start. They're in trouble as Creekside could tie it. They are inside the 10-yard line, down by 7 points. Can they capitalize and tie this one up? We'll see when we return on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to the Castle. 3:37 remains in the first quarter. Creekside down by 7. Inside the 10. Aschenfelder keeps trying to make it out to his left. He's going to be tackled at the 8-yard line. Third down and about 5 for Creekside. Aschenfelder with 3 running backs around him. He gives to Nicky Williams inside the 5. Looks like he got to the first down markers. Could be a little short, but they're moving the chains. It's first down and goal for Creekside. Now on the 3-yard line. 2:50 remains in the first quarter. Creekside down 14-7 after a 90-yard kick return for a touchdown to open up the game, and a quick offensive touchdown for Palm Beach Central. Creekside responded with a touchdown of their own, a 3-and-out. Can they tie it up here? It's a give to Williams. No, it's a keep. Ashenfelder diving for the end zone. The ball is out. They're signaling for a touchdown. Sean Ashenfelder keeps it himself on a quarterback option, diving into the end zone. Palm Beach Central, I think, protesting that it was a fumble, but it looked like he dove out past the goal line. And Cooper Maurer is now on to try to tie it up with the extra point. For the tie. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. We are tied. 14-14 here at the Castle. Brand new ball game here on Schlick Sports. 2:25 remains in the first quarter. You're listening to Creekside Football on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here to the Castle. As the kick is away, returning it is Britton Holmes after a kick return for a touchdown right here. He's trying to get up to that sideline again, and he's going to step out of bounds around the 20-yard line, a little short. And a little more than a little short. Looked like the official marking is at the 16-yard line. So inside their own 20 is where Palm Beach Central will take over. 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Now 14-14, the Broncos started off with a kick return for a touchdown, a couple deep passes to get into the end zone, and then Creekside responds with a touchdown of their own, a 3-and-out, and again a touchdown, and we are all tied up. 14-all, 2:18 remaining in the first quarter. Caleb Butler, the quarterback, is looking to pass. He's got Kamari Williams on a little dump-off. Williams has got some space. He's still in bounds, tackled around the 35-yard line. I believe the officials are saying he stepped out a little before that at the 33, first down and 10. This Creekside defense, they're doing really good in the run and doing really good getting to that quarterback fast. However, this secondary, they're struggling with this assignment against two four-star guys at receiver. Kamari Williams has got a couple little dump-off screen passes to the right just like that have gotten up the sideline. And on the far side, Wade and Charles has been the guy to look for deep. And right here, Butler with the stiff arm trying to scramble. He is stopped after a 1-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 9. One thing that's going to be big in this game are adjustments in-game and at halftime. Creekside seemed to adjust a little bit on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. But me personally, I'm not sure if it's going to stick quite for this first half defensively. And you're still a little worried about that pass game. They're looking to pass on a screen to Williams. He's behind the 30, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brody McGuff is there, and finishing it off is Brian Padilla, body slamming Williams to the ground. And that is around or a little behind the line of scrimmage, bringing up a 3rd down and 9. Make it 3rd and 10, actually, as they back him up back to the original line of scrimmage. Palm Beach Central got to do something here, or momentum is completely with Creekside. 3rd and 10. Here it is. Butler motions a man over and signaling for a timeout. Creekside is going to call timeout. 3rd and 10 when we return. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. We are all tied up 14-all at the Castle when we return here on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here. 3rd down and 10. The Broncos with the ball. They're looking to pass under pressure. It is incomplete just past the line of scrimmage. The Knights defensive line was in the backfield pressuring Caleb Butler, and he just had to get rid of that ball, and he did so unsuccessfully as it drops short. Going to be, and out comes the punt team after a 1st down. Creekside stands tall, and on 4th and 10, they're going to have to punt. The snap a little high, but the punt is away. Back to return and calling for a fair catch, Cooper Dixon. And out comes a Knights offense that has struck Pater each of the last 2 times they've been out there. Back-to-back touchdowns and a chance now to take the lead in a 14-14 ball game. We'll see what the Knights can do here, coming from their own 35. The run game has really gotten going for this Creekside team. A lot of option plays that have been huge for them. As they start here with another run, Harrison Garrido only going to get forward for a couple yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Creekside responds after it was all Broncos at the start of this game. Heading into the second, it is a brand new ball game. Back even 14-14 when we return here on Schlick Sports. Knights with the ball on their own 37. 2nd down and 8 coming up when we return. You're listening to Creekside football here on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Start of the second quarter here on Schlick Sports. 2nd down and 8 for the Creekside Knights as they start with a run in the second quarter. Nicky Williams brought down. Only going to gain of a couple right there. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Creekside. Offense out there after a couple runs, haven't been able to break for them on this drive. We'll see if they stick with these option runs or if they go to pass here on 3rd and 5. It's play action, and he's got a receiver with some room. That looks like Cooper Dixon inside the 40-yard line on the other side, 1st down. And that was, in fact, Dixon getting forward out of the slot into Palm Beach territory to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 Creekside. Running a little slant route up the middle. Ashenfelder got him now quick to the line. They give to Williams, who powers forward for a gain of around 5 before he's taken down at the 33. 2nd and 5 here for the Creekside Knights. Four receivers out wide, 2 on either side, with Nicky Williams lined up behind Ashenfelder. It's a give to Williams, running to his right. He's tripped up and down inside the 30. We'll see where the official marking is. And if he got to the 1st down markers, ball placed at the 29, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Ashenfelder takes the call, 20 seconds on the play clock. And it's another give to Williams, running up the middle. He's got the 1st down, taken down just inside the 25, moving those chains one more time. This Creekside offense getting into a bit of a groove here. On the move again, on the cuffs of the red zone. Can they keep it moving here? 1st down and 10. Ashenfelder takes the snap. It's another handoff to Williams. Looking to his left, cuts back up the middle. Down around the 15, going to be just short of the 1st down. 2nd down and 2 coming up for Creekside. This Palm Beach defense was fantastic last season. They got off to a good start with the 3 and out, but this Knights offense getting on a bit of a roll, especially in that run game. As they look to run again here, Nicky Williams sheds a tackle in the backfield, gets up to about the 10-yard line before a few defenders are there to take him down.
Hammer.
And that's another Creekside 1st down. And that's right on the 10-yard line for a 1st down and goal. Garrido in as running back. Toffer out right with 3 receivers to Ashenfelder's left. He looks to pass on a screen. Caleb Taylor-Birch is snuffed in the backfield. Back there on the tackle was Damon Allen, the junior corner. They're going to lose 2 yards. Make it 3, actually, to the 13. 2nd and goal. 8:38 to go in the 2nd quarter. And it's a give to Garrido. With that speed, he's inside the 5 to the 2. He is down, making it 3rd down and 2. On this goal-to-go situation. Garrido's just got blazing speed. He gets that ball and he just goes, making it a tough assignment for that Palm Beach Central defense. It's another run here. Ashenfelder keeping himself, and he is in the end zone for another Creekside touchdown. After going down 14-0, Creekside takes the lead at the Castle. 20-14, the Knights have fought back to take the lead at home. Maurer on for another extra point, and again, it is good. Just like that, 21 straight unanswered points for Creekside. They lead 21-14 out here at the Castle when we return on Schlick Sports. Looking for a realtor to help you with your real estate transactions? Contact Jason Purvis with Next Home First Coast. Jason has years of experience in real estate with more than 75 successful closed transactions. Jason is a Durban Crossing resident and Creekside parent helping people buy and sell real estate across Northeast Florida. He'll provide you with a personalized real estate experience. Contact Jason today at 802-373-8543 or Jason at nexthomefirstcoast.com. Welcome back to the Castle as the Knights boot the ball away with their first lead of the season. It is into the back of the end zone for Cooper Maurer. And oh, how the tides have turned. After 14 straight points right out the gate for Palm Beach Central, the Knights have responded with 21 of their own. Now out comes a Knights defense that has gotten a few straight stops. Can they get another one as Palm Beach Central starts on their own 20-yard line? This Creekside defense has been really good up front in this game. That's where they're winning this battle in these recent drives. Cole Long has been disruptive, to say the least, up front. He is constantly in the backfield getting pressure on the quarterback. This Knights D-line has been fantastic early on, as it's a screen pass starting out the drive. He's got a little space, as that's Nedrick Bolden getting up for around 5 yards, 6 yards officially on the game, making it 2nd and 4. Bolden is the top returning receiver on this team that was on Palm Beach Central last year, 6'0", 180, the junior. We'll see him run the ball occasionally last year. Got some snaps at running back in the Kickoff Classic. Had 6 touchdowns receiving last year, offered by Pitt, FAU, and Arkansas. As they're looking deep here for Wadden Charles. He falls. Good coverage by Danny Aprobato. Staying on top of that route. No chance for Charles to get to that ball. Bringing up 3rd down and 5. Can the Knights defense get another 3 and out here? Four receivers out wide, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. And they're looking left, ball batted up in the air by Bolden. He tried to get up to get a high pass, couldn't get to it. It falls to the ground, incomplete for another 4th down coming up. This Creekside defense getting into their own groove here, as they have been controlling this game out on the field ever since that first drive, really offensively. Since then, this Creekside defense has had their way. Palm Beach Central cannot get a response to the Knights. And it's all starting with that pass rush and stuffing the run. And that brings up another punt. It is up in the air. Might have been tipped, actually, in the backfield. Gets a good hop, and it's taken in by Dixon, who jukes a man at the 40. Tackled out of bounds around the Creekside 47, 48-yard line. Knights get the ball again. 7:02 remaining in the second quarter. 21-14 is our score. Knights with the lead, and the offense looking to extend it right here. And it's all started with the running game for Creekside. These Creekside running backs, Harrison Garrido and Nicky Williams, have been just the perfect combination back there in this game, as it's a flip to the right. Garrido takes it up for 9 yards, bringing up 2nd down and 1. Williams, that power back who's been bursting through the line, and Harrison Garrido, the junior, just got speed. That breakaway speed that is so impressive getting to the outside. Is on 2nd down and 1. Aschenfelder looking to pass. He's going to scramble, take it himself out of bounds right before the first down markers. Are they going to give it to him? Not quite sure. And it looks like they're going to give him no gain on the play. 3rd down and 1 coming up after this official water break on Schlick Sports. Our score, Creekside 21, Broncos 14. 6:28 remains in the first half. You're listening to Creekside football on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here to the Castle. 3rd down and 1 for the Creekside Knights as we return. They give to Nicky Williams, who has got the first down. And a good 4 yards more after it. A late flag on the play, coming right around the time of the hit. And it looks like the Knights offense going backwards. And it's going to go against Creekside. Holding will back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So instead of a first, that will back him up to a 3rd down and 8. Aschenfelder play action, and he is hit as he throws. Ball gonna fall short of the receiver. And for the first time in 3 drives, this Knights offense is stopped out on the field, but they're staying out there. Still no move yet to the special teams. Bruno Alves has entered the booth. Say what up to the fans, Bruno.
What up, Knights fan?
Bruno Alves, Knights safety last year, in attendance here tonight. And this Creekside offense staying on the field. 4th down and 8. And Aschenfelder's going to punt it himself. Ball is out off the hands. I don't even know what's going on right now. Is down the field goes Tony Williams. There's a penalty marker on the field. How's Tony Williams in the ball game? Because I was told before the game that he was suspended for the entire first half, or that might have just been the first quarter. But Tony Williams, the 4-star corner, Aschenfelder punted it. It bounced off of a lineman maybe. There's going to be holding on the play. Williams got inside the 20-yard line. So that play is going to go all the way back to the Palm Beach Central 48. So that is a difference of almost exactly 40 yards. Oh, if anyone's able to listen. Hey, we're back on. Oh, my goodness. My heart just dropped as the stream got disconnected. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, NFHS is down. The Wi-Fi goes out for a minute. Ugh. It's playing mind games with me up here. Palm Beach Central got a first down in the Creekside territory. They're on the Knights 44. It's another pass here, and it's inbounds. What a catch by Kamondre Williams, keeping 1 foot in as he heads out towards the sidelines. Not good enough for a first down. It's going to be a couple yards short. Bringing up a second down in 3. Two receivers on either side as Butler looks to pass. He's looking downfield. He has got a receiver out of bounds. Kamondre Williams had beaten Presley DeJoy down the field. Parker Mingus. But he caught it out of bounds, bringing up 3rd down and 3 yards. Third and 3 for the Broncos. Williams, the running back by Butler, but they're looking to pass. Butler again, same route down the field, just too long. Was looking this time for Preston Parker, running a go route down the right side. Jackson Earl in coverage, but the pass about 5 yards out in front of Parker in the end zone. However, in no man's land on their own 36-yard line, too far out of field goal range. Not the ideal spot to punt. They've gotten a couple open receivers downfield. 20 bucks says they do it again. 4th and 3. 8 seconds on the play clock as Butler, the quarterback, goes up to the line. Back to his spot. 3 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Looking downfield on that same route. And it is caught for a touchdown by Wade and Charles. The 4-star receiver going up against Parker Mingus on the go route up the right sideline. Just created enough separation and decent coverage to bring that ball in a few yards shy of the goal line, and he was able to walk it in for a touchdown, making it 21-20 out here at the Castle. And out for the extra point is D'Agostino. Snap, the hold, the kick, line drive through the uprights, and we are tied back up 21-21. So the Broncos respond. They get it back to a tie ball game. 5:10 remains in the first half of play. You're listening to Creekside Football here on Schlick Sports. Back here at Creekside High School, back even at 21 after an offensive touchdown. That go right up the right side eventually got him. Wade and Charles with another receiving touchdown downfield. He's probably over 100 yards already in this game. As the kickoff is away, bringing it in is Harrison Garrido trying to get up the sideline. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds right by the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of space, might have been able to go a pretty good distance, but instead it's going to end up the same as a touchback to the 20-yard line. So a quick recap of where we're at in this game. Palm Beach Central, if you're just tuning in, the clock ran long again, so we're going to have to reset that. They're going to keep it where it is, 4:46. So Palm Beach Central opened up the game with a 90-yard kickoff return touchdowns on 1st and 10. The Knights give to Garrido, who's going to get forward for just a couple yards, bringing up 2nd down and 8 from the 22. Creekside offense took the field, proceeded to get stuffed to 3 and out. Then the Palm Beach Central offense with some passes downfield, end up in the end zone. It's 14-0, but the Knights, touchdown, 3 and out, touchdown, stop, touchdown. And on an option, Garrido ends up with it again on the outside. Same result. Might have gotten a yard on the play. Going to be 3rd and 8, as they're not going to give him a yard. Still at the 22. So 3rd down. Knights offense looking to avoid a 3 and out. 4:09 remains in the first half. Nicky Williams in the backfield with Sean Aschenfelder. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right on the near sideline. Aschenfelder under pressure, dropping back, dumps it off to his running back Williams, who is going to be stopped right past the line of scrimmage. And the Knights will have to punt this one away. So Palm Beach Central fighting back into this ball game, and it looks like we are gearing up for a really good second half. As these two teams have just gone back and forth, they've made adjustments in the game. Each of these sides, it's anyone's game, 21-21. We'll see if Palm Beach Central can get the advantage back. The touchdown here, they got 2 guys back to receive, Wade and Charles. And Tony Williams, who calls for a fair catch at the 40-yard line, which is where Palm Beach Central will take over on their own 40-yard line. 3:12 remains in the second quarter. So out comes a Palm Beach Central offense that you can expect them to take a few shots deep here. That's what's been working for them offensively. They can't get anything going in the run game. But when they look downfield to pass, that's where they're having success. As they get a pass over the middle of the field for about 20 yards to the Creekside. 38 is where they'll end up. Preston Parker on the reception. And the Knights are going to have to figure out how to stop that ball deep, as this secondary is struggling with the athleticism of these receivers getting down the field. Butler alone in the backfield as the quarterback. 5 receivers going. He's looking to the right side, and he has got his lead wide receiver from last year returning, Nedrick Bolden, as the junior gets the first down and another 20-yard gain to the 19. 1st and 10. Creekside needs a response to this passing game, or they could very well end up in the end zone on this play. Butler dropping back to pass again. Flag on the play. He's working to the outside, taking it himself, gets a block inside the 10, and down at the 5. There was a flag in the backfield. Believe it's going to be holding, and this play is going to come back. And no, they're picking up the flag. So it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 5. The flag was thrown there right before Butler got to the outside. They decided better of it, and it's 1st and goal from the 5. Knocking on the door, Palm Beach Central, with 2:15 remaining in the first half. Butler now with the running back in the backfield. And now he's throwing a screen to him. That's Bolden heading to the goal line. He is in for a Palm Beach Central touchdown. The Broncos get the lead back, 27-21. Is this Creekside secondary needs to find a response. Because what they're doing right now, it's not working. They just cannot keep these guys, can't keep up with them. It's just the pure speed, size, and athleticism of this unit for Palm Beach Central. It's tough to compete with. The Knights have 1:55 till half. They need to get to there and then find an answer. And talking with head coach Sean McIntyre, as the extra point is good, about this game this week, he mentioned halftime adjustments will be critical. And we'll see what they can come up with first. They want to tie this game before halftime. We'll see if they can do exactly that when we return here on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here to the Castle. Second quarter of action, 1:55 to go. In the first half, 28-21, Broncos get the lead back. Can the Knights respond on the kickoff? Harrison Garrido brings it down to 5 on the return. He's got a little hole up the middle. He's got some blocks, and he's taken down at the 37-yard line. So a good return from Garrido. The Knights will take over on their own 37 after a 3-and-out and another stop before that. Offense looking to get back on track as that running game that got them back into this ball game has fallen a little silent on these last two drives, and the Knights weren't expecting this to just be a dominant run performance. They felt like they could attack it, but at the same time, they had to be patient with it. As Ashenfelder's pass is tipped at the line, falls just short of the hands of Mario Vitola. The linebacker couldn't get to it. Be a second down and 10 for Creekside. This Creekside team last year that averaged close to 400 yards per game. And a Broncos defense that didn't allow much as it gave to Nicky Williams. Gets a little more than 5 yards up to the 44, bringing up third down and 4 for Creekside. One thing this Broncos defense did extremely well last year was forcing turnovers. They had 30 of them. None yet tonight, but they're looking for this first. As Nicky Williams on the carry gets past the first down markers into Palm Beach Central territory, past the 50 to the 46. First and 10, Creekside, and a timeout on the field. As the Broncos want to talk things over here, 1:20 to go in the first half. And Creekside looking to tie this one up before the half. The Knights will get the ball at the start of the third quarter. But for now, we're going to step away. Be right back with more Creekside football here on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here to the Castle. Knights ball, first down and 10 on the Palm Beach Central territory. Sean Aschenfelder breaks 2 guys on the sack, dumps off to Nicky Williams right in front of him, and he's going to end up just past the first down markers. That went from a loss of 7 or 8, just past the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Sean Aschenfelder had 2 guys wrapped around him. Was able to find Nicky Williams a couple yards in front of him instead. Blitzing again is Palm Beach Central on the run. Aschenfelder looking downfield for Toffer. Just let him a little too much inside the 10-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd and 10. 47 seconds to go in this first half. Aschenfelder again under pressure there. Had a few defenders break through the line on his run to the right. He had Toffer with space down the field. Just a couple yards out in front of him, though. 3rd and 10, 15 seconds on the play clock. Now down to 4, and Creekside's gonna have to take a timeout. 47.1 remains in the first half. We'll be back after this Creekside timeout. You're listening to Creekside football here on Schlick Sports. Back here at the Castle, 3rd down and 10 for Creekside, 47 seconds to play here in the first half. Knights have the ball on the Palm Beach Central 46 as they trail 28-21 here in week 1. Aschenfelder, the quarterback. Everybody inside near the line. Under pressure, breaking past defenders. On the run, fires pass, batted up in the air. Had Toffer, but a really nice play on defense by David Harmon, the linebacker. Got in there, batted a hand out, had the ball in the air for a second before it dropped. I'll bring up 4th down and 10 for Creekside. The most talented spot in this defense for Palm Beach Central is that secondary. They've been really tough, not too many openings in the passing game for Creekside. They've relied on the run to get them going in this game. It was working for a while, but this offense is stalled as they're looking at their 3rd straight stop. And another punt from Maurer up into the night sky. Sun setting here at Creekside as it's taken in inside the 10. And the returner tackled on the Palm Beach Central 16. 31 and a half seconds to go in this first half of play. There's Kamari Williams on the return. And we'll see if Palm Beach Central is content to take this lead into the half or if they want to extend it with Creekside getting the ball to start the second half. That deep pass has been working for this Broncos team. If it means anything, we got coaches leaving the booth. They've got this figured out, what they're going to do here. 1st and 10. They motion a man, and it's a handoff with some space on the carry. And getting up past the 30-yard line is Jason Coyote. Excuse me, just short of the 30-yard line at the 29. 1st down and 10. Clock running. 20 seconds on the clock. Butler takes the snap. And it's another give to Coyote. And he's stopped at the line this time. A gain of just a few yards to the 33. And a timeout is called with 8.4 seconds on the clock. So I think this is the spot where you'll see Palm Beach Central take a shot downfield. I'm looking at Wade and Charles when we return here on Schlick Sports. 28-21, Broncos holding on to a 7-point lead, tight ball game. They look to make it less tight here when we return on Schlick Sports. Back at the Castle, 8.4 seconds remain in the second quarter. 4 receivers out wide, 2 on either side of Caleb Butler. As he drops back 3 steps, firing over the middle. It's intercepted! No, out of the hands, in and out of the hands. Parker Mingus had it in his hands, but nice job. Preston Parker, the receiver, saw that, and he put his hand right on the ball, batting it free. So instead of an interception and the Knights having the ball with 3.2 seconds to go, the Broncos going to get one more chance to take a shot before the half. 3rd down and 7. And Caleb Butler going to take a knee, and that will bring us to the halftime break. Well, that was an entertaining first half, back in 4th action. But as we head into the break, Palm Beach Central carries a 7-point lead on the road. Knights will return in the second half when we return. But we're going to step away for this halftime break here on Schlick Sports. You're listening to Creekside Knights football here on YouTube on Schlick Sports. Halftime update out here at the Castle. Creekside trails 28-21. The Knights will get the ball back coming out of the break. That first half back and forth action all the way. The Broncos started off with 14 straight points, ended with 14 straight points. The Knights had 21 unanswered in between that. Back and forth action. Creekside gets the ball coming out of the break. We'll see what adjustments each team has in store and who can take over in the second half. We are about, I want to say, 7 minutes away from second half kickoff. I will see you then here on Schlick Sports. We are back for the third quarter of action here on Schlick Sports. Palm Beach Central just about ready to kick this one away to the Creekside Knights. 28-21 is our score as the Broncos lead the Knights. Knights get the ball, and we'll see what they can do with it. Here at the castle, the sun fully set. We are under the lights and ready for action. Is talking with Coach Sean McIntyre heading into this game. He emphasized how important these halftime adjustments will be for this game. These two teams, they aren't familiar with each other's styles of play, limited film on them. These halftime adjustments could decide this game, and it could be a tale of two halves. We got a close one as the kick is away. Harrison Garrido bobbles the ball, still in his hand somehow as he gets up past the 25, officially down around the 27-yard line. Back underway, and out comes the Knights offense. Putting up 21 points in the first half, but they did get stopped 3 straight times to end the second quarter. We'll see what they have in store here for the second half. Sean Aschenfelder was announced to have the first half was 7 for 10 passing. He's right here. He keeps it himself on an option play. Gonna dive forward and get tackled just shy of the 30. His helmet came off on the play, which means Harrison Miller will have to step in for a Creekside snap. Ball placed at the 30-yard line. Creekside started on their own 23 official marking, so it's 2nd down and 3 for Creekside. Harrison Miller, transfer from Christ Church Academy, into the game. He's going to hand it off to Nicky Williams, who's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all he's going to get. 3rd down and 3 coming up for Creekside. Aschenfelder back into the game at quarterback. Looks to pass. Passing outside. He's got Caleb Taylor Birch. And Birch gets up for the first down up to the 44-yard line. Knights still on their own side of the field, but they move the chains. Knights with the ball at the line. First down from their own 44. Passing towards the sideline. And it is incomplete, looking for Caleb Taylor Birch. Ball looked to be just a little outside. Birch had to reach out, couldn't quite bring it in near the sideline. 2nd down and 10. Aschenfelder drops back to pass. Fires over the middle, incomplete. Intended target, Cooper Satteris. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Knights. In a passing situation here. Knights relied mostly on that run in the first half. Right here, after 2 straight passes for no gain, what can they get on 3rd? It's a little dump off to Taylor Birch. He's got a couple blocks, but he still can't get to the line of scrimmage, trying to go back to the other side of the field. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Knights special teams to punt this one away. The Knights just can't get anyone open down the field. They're having to stick to these little dump-off passes. I think eventually in this game they're going to have to take a shot. They tried a couple times unsuccessfully. As the snap bounces in front of Maurer, he does recover and punt it away. Calling for the fair catch is Tony Williams. But it bounced. He picks it up inside the 10-yard line, and he will be tackled around the 15. So a good punt from Maurer. Williams probably could have let that go, and it could have bounced back into that end zone, but decided to return it, and it ends up the official spot. End up at the 10-yard line. So 1st down coming up for the Broncos. Started off the game with 14 straight unanswered points. And that's how they ended the second quarter. Can they keep it going? They were relying heavily on the pass. And those deep shots downfield, that's what was working for them. Right here, a little motion and a jet sweep. Getting forward on the play is Nedrick Bolden. Near the first down markers, he's taken down. Creekside student section trying to rally their guys out on the field. Palm Beach Central in their season openers have won 2 straight by wide margins. Last year, 80-0 the score. Is right here, Bolden again trying to make it across the field. He cannot this time as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a couple yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for Palm Beach Central. They're 4-6 over their last decade in season openers. Won their last one 80-0. The one before that 47-19. This one much more competitive. So we'll see what they dial up here on 3rd down at about 4 yards. It's a handoff. Leon Williams trying to get to the first down marker. He does, but the ball is out. Creekside saying they have it. Waiting for the official marking. And signal on the field, gonna end up not a fumble and not Creekside ball. The entire Knights sideline there went crazy on the play. So they thought they had the ball. They're gonna mark the runner down though. The Knights are not happy about that. So 1st down and 10 is the result at the 33. It's another handoff here. Waden Charles just gets past the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. After a 2-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 8. Broncos couldn't get that run game going in the first half. They're moving the ball with it, though, little by little here, starting the 3rd quarter. 7:45 on the clock. 28-21 is our score. Caleb Butler trying to pass up the sideline. It is caught by Kamari Williams. Gets a foot in bounds near the 50-yard line. Moving the chains for another Palm Beach Central 1st down up to their own 49-yard line. Butler, the quarterback, got a running back next to him, but he's looking to pass to the left. He's got Bolden, who sheds a tackle up to the 40-yard line. He's taken down, gets past the 1st down markers. Moving those chains again up to the Creekside 40-yard line. The Knights, no response yet to this Palm Beach Central offense. Still struggling in that secondary to stop the pass. And when you look at this wide receiver core, that's 3 D1 prospects out there. Tough assignment for an inexperienced secondary. It's a pass over the middle. Would have been an incredible catch to keep it off the ground, and it was. What a play by Preston Parker, who reached down to the grass, and he kept it off the ground for a catch and a 1st down to the 29-yard line. Three receivers out right, one to the left. And Marvin Dwyer Jr., the running back. It's play action, under pressure, pass out towards the sidelines. It is incomplete. Looking for Kamari Williams in on the quarterback pressure. Was Cole Long. As he got back there in the face of Caleb Butler, fired a pass high. Williams wasn't able to come down with it. Knights student section making some noise with them Let's Go Creekside chants. 2nd and 10 coming up. Butler takes the snap, looking right, rolling right, and he's gonna fire this one out of bounds, throwing it away. Cole Long again back there with Colton Lavelle. In the face of Butler, he had no time to throw. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. And timeout on the field for an official water break. 6:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. And a big 3rd down coming up for Palm Beach Central on the Creekside 29. Can the Knights get a stop here? And what could be 4-down territory, we'll have to see after the break on Schlick Sports.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Welcome back here to Creekside High School. 3rd down and 10 for the Broncos on the Creekside 29-yard line. Knights need a stop here as Butler looking downfield. Caught by Preston Parker inside the 15, tackled inside the 12. And that is another 1st down for the Broncos. It looks like they were set up for a screen pass that was covered well. And running a deep crossing route over the middle of the field was Preston Parker, who's getting more and more involved as this game goes on. This is a really deep wide receiver room. That's so tough to cover as they look to pass again. Again for Parker, it is tipped by Cole Long, the defensive end, back in coverage. Knocks it down at the goal line. Bringing it up 2nd down and 10. After 3rd and 10, another 1st down for the Broncos. 2nd and 10 coming from the Creekside 12-yard line. Butler says Bolden out to the left with Wade and Charles. Parker and Williams out to the right. They motion Bolden over to the right, and they're looking to pass. It's a screen to Williams. Williams tackled out of bounds just past the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a few yards there. And he got 1. And up comes a big 3rd down and 9. And how about Cole Long in on the tackle? Defensive player of the game, no doubt, for Creekside. He has been a disruptor all around. 3rd and 9. Butler again fakes the motion. Passing, caught at the goal line, no, bobbled, incomplete. Kamari Williams had it at the goal line. Knocked free by a Knights defender who I believe was Danny Aprobato. And that'll bring up 4th and 9. Motioning into the special teams are the Broncos. Is out to kick the field goal is Ethan D'Agostino. This will end up being from about 27 yards. In a 28-21 ball game. 5:51 remains in the 3rd quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. D'Agostino getting set. They snap it with 1. The kick is up. It is good, making it a 10-point ball game. 2-possession lead now for the Palm Beach Central Broncos. They lead 31-21. 46 5:46. Said that with, I don't know if that was Boston or New York, but hey, we're trying out our accents here at the Castle, whether by accident or on purpose. You'll never know. 5:46 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Creekside football here on Schlick Sports.
Looking for a realtor to help you with your real estate transactions? Contact Jason Purvis with Next Home First Coast. Jason has years of experience in real estate with more than 75 successful closed transactions. Jason is a Durban Crossing resident and Creekside parent helping people buy and sell real estate across Northeast Florida. He'll provide you with a personalized real estate experience. Contact Jason today at 802-373-8543 or Jason at nexthomefirstcoast.com.
Welcome back here to the Castle. 31-21, Broncos with the lead on the road. Creekside offense has been stopped 4 straight times. They need to get something going. Down by 10. And with that Palm Beach Central offense showing no signs of slowing down. It's for the second straight kickoff. Harrison Garrido bobbles the return, but now he's got space. It's him and the kicker between the goal line, and he is still on his feet. He could go all the way to the 25, 20, 15, 10, end zone. Harrison Garrido takes it to the house. A house call for Harrison Garrido. Touchdown, Creekside! The crowd goes wild. Garrido dropped the ball at the last moment, picked it up. He still had blocks, and with that speed, broke a tackle from the kicker at the 45 and took it to the house. Oh, baby! How about that? Maurer for the extra point. It is good, and it is a 3-point ball game. Have yourself a night. Harrison Garrido in his Knights debut, going crazy with the kickoff return for a touchdown. Back to a 3-point game. Wow. And we'll be back after the break on Schlick Sports. Third quarter of action and a 3-point game. We'll be back after this. We have got a completely new ball game out here at the Castle. 31-28 as the Knights attempt an onside kick. It is unsuccessful. Palm Beach Central ball on their own 40-yard line. Harrison Garrido taking it to the house on the previous kickoff. And now, a 3-point ball game. Can the Knights defense get a stop? As the clock needs to stop. They stopped it at 5:28. And now out comes Palm Beach Central. Creekside student section getting wild, making noise. And up comes a big series of downs here for Palm Beach Central. And a whistle for a flag. And it's delay a game against Palm Beach Central. The Knights waving their arms in the air. They're getting that student section going. First and 15. Knight student section still going strong. First and 15, they give to Dwyer. He is stuffed at the line. A gain of 1 or 2 on the play. Gonna bring up second and 14. I tell you, this is my 4th year broadcasting Creekside football. I haven't heard a Knight student section this alive in some time. And just as I say that, they quiet down for a moment. Second and 14, here it is. It's a handoff with some space. Bolden fighting for the first down markers. He got it. A good 5 yards after initial contact. Gets into Creekside territory to the Knights' 49-yard line. First down and 10. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the fumble, it's fumbled on the snap, went off the hands of Butler. He was able to fall on it though. Not a clean snap, was trying to hand it off. Ends up a loss of 4 on the play. Second and 14. Butler takes the snap on second. He's looking down the field. Incomplete. Third and 14 coming up. And here we go. And there's a flag on the play. Wait. I don't know what's going on, but Creekside declined the penalty. It's third down. Here we go. Third and 14, here it comes. Back to pass, throw over the middle. It's caught by Parker. He's still on his feet inside the 20, inside the 15, down at the 11-yard line. Crushing blow for that Creekside defense on third and 14. That's a movie we saw all too often last year with this Knights team. Got a chance to stop him on a long third down. Just can't get it done. They find that weakness, a pass over the middle. I think early on when they were attacking that sideline, the Knights trying to take that away. Palm Beach Central saw that, said, fine, we'll go over the middle. And a flag after the play. I think that's going to be offsides on Creekside. Only came after the wide receivers pointed it out. But that'll bring it forward 5 yards for a first down and 5 on the 11-yard line. Excuse me, on the 6. This would be a perfect time for a Knights turnover. They've come close a couple times in the second half with some batted passes in the red zone. As that one off the hands of Wade and Charles, pass was behind him. Falls incomplete. Second and 5. Second and 5, here it is. It's a pass over the middle, incomplete. Again off the hands of receiver Jackson Earl. Good coverage there on Nedrick Bolden. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Creekside student section getting going. Knights need a stop here. Rolling right is Butler. Looking to throw. Now going to try to take it himself, and he is in for a touchdown. Butler had no options to pass, but he had a lane to the end zone. Barreled into a Knights defender at the goal line. It's 37-28. Man, this Knights defense just cannot buy a stop. Offense keeps scoring, but that defensive side struggling. So the extra point is up. The PAT is in. So back to a 10-point ball game, 38-28, 3:15 remains in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Creekside football here on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here to Creekside High School. 38-28 our score is Palm Beach Central with another touchdown, driving down the field, converting on multiple 3rd downs. Last year against Creekside, teams converted over 45% of the time on 3rd downs. That is a number that just cannot stay like that this year. Knights have had multiple opportunities to get off the field in the 2nd half, and instead, it's 38-28. As whistles blow before the kickoff. Not sure what this is about. And it's delay of game on the Broncos. So they'll have to kick this one away from the 35 instead of the 40. So a mistake on special teams there. Harrison Garrido back to return after bringing one back for a touchdown. He's back there with Cooper Dixon. And here's the kick. It's a sky kick. Brought in, no, fumbled at the 40, and Palm Beach Central has it. The Broncos with a sky kick that bounced at the 35. Went off the hands, I believe, of Noah Conahay. And just like that, the Broncos get the ball back in Creekside territory. One of the things the Knights emphasize is be special on special teams. And they just simply have not done that very well in this game. allowed a 90-yard kick return for a touchdown on the first play of the game, and they're backing him up here to the 35-yard line after the fumble recovery. I believe that's where it was. And then right there, I mean, they bobbled multiple kicks. One ended up good, but that one not. As the Knights defense respond with a sack. Liam Ross, the junior, in there to bring down Caleb Butler in the pocket, making it 2nd and 14. Palm Beach Central with the chance to take a 17-point lead on this drive, already up 10, 2:52 to go in the third quarter. A critical drive for this Creekside defense. They need a stop. And I've been saying that here for these past couple of drives, but right here feels like make or break for the Creekside Knights. Butler dropping back to pass. He's going down the field. Pass lands a little far. Preston Parker bringing up 3rd down and 14. Third and 14. And the Knights gave up a 1st down on a 3rd and 14 play their last time out on the field. And you got a feeling here at the Creekside 39, this could be 4-down territory. And all starts here. Looking for a pass over in the middle. Butler looking for Parker. It's picked off! Picked off by the Creekside Knights. Brian Padilla's running it back. He's got some room up the right side. Past the 50-yard line. He is brought down on the Palm Beach Central 46-yard line. That is what the Creekside Knights needed. This is a defense last year that picked off 15 passes, and Brian Padilla comes up big when the Knights needed it most. He raises the turnover the belt on the sideline. He gets the crowd going, and the Knights offense gets the ball in Palm Beach Central territory. Knights offense, after the interception, get the ball in Bronco territory. They start with the handoff to Nicky Williams. He's going to dive forward for a short gain of 1. This Knights offense has been unable to score here in the second half. Haven't scored since the middle of the second quarter. That run game's gone silent for them. They need to figure out a way to move the ball. They look to pass. Aschenfelder looking downfield. He's got a man, but he shoots him, overshoots him by a good 3-4 yards. He had Aaron Satteris wide open inside the 20-yard line. Would have been a touchdown. Aschenfelder claps his hands. He knows he should have had that one. I'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Minute 49 on the clock in the third quarter. 38-28, Knights need points. And you got to think this is 4-down territory. 3rd and 9 in Palm Beach territory. They need some yards here. Rolling right, Aschenfelder passes. It is incomplete. Eros Toffer thinks he had it. Officials say otherwise. Fourth down and 9. Knights offense stays out there. They're going for it. Aschenfelder looking to pass. Under pressure again, looking deep, and he in and out of the hands of Aaron Satteris. He dove out, would have been a fantastic catch. Aschenfelder again, wide open man, and he let him too much. Aschenfelder gets to the sideline, slams his helmet down. Knights had 2 big-time opportunities where they could have had a touchdown right there. And instead, it's Palm Beach Central ball. And after the interception, the Knights can't turn it into points. Instead, with the ball at midfield, the Broncos take over, 1:38 to go in the third quarter of play. Knights have had their chances to turn this game around in the third quarter as breaking tackles. Leon Williams got space up the right side. He could go all the way. Catching up to him, I believe, is Daniel Anderson inside the 20-yard line. He had one more tackle to break. He got him from behind. And there is an injured player on the play, a Knights player down, and that is Cole Long. After having a fantastic game, good news, he's able to get back on his feet. Favoring that left foot. Able to walk off to the sideline, which is a good news for the Creekside Knights. Long has emerged as a leader, the voice of that defense. And he has been a very big bright spot in this game as he walks over to the medical tent to get checked on. Long stands at 6'3", 255. The senior possesses a special ability to move at a high speed, especially for his size. He's a disruptor. Now let's hope we can get him back on the field here, and that he's all right. Back on the field, it's 1st and 10 for the Broncos, and flags fly before the play, and it's going to be false start on the offense. So backing him up 5 yards to the 22-yard line. 1st and 15. Butler in the shotgun, as he has been all game. Play action, firing over the middle. In and out of the hands of Nedrick Bolden. He had the catch, but was hit hard. And kept him from bringing it in. Man, a second later, that's a fumble. Brian Padilla, after the interception, comes up with the big-time pass breakup. 2nd and 15. 1:19 to go in the third quarter of play. 38-28, Broncos lead the Knights. Here's the 2nd and 15. It's a handoff to Leon Williams, breaking towards the outside. Near the original line of scrimmage, might have gotten a couple more yards after that before going out of bounds. And we'll see where the officials spot the ball here. It's at the 16-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for Palm Beach Central. Can the Knights get another stop and turn it over their offense? Clock running, 36 seconds remain in the third quarter. Butler looking for the end zone. It is incomplete. Was looking for Kamari Williams. Pass off the line. Good coverage in the end zone, as that was Jackson Earl, but a late, oh no, that wasn't a flag. That was the official chucking the ball up way into the air to the sideline. Hey, he's got a pretty good arm. So it's 4th down. And the offense stays, no, Caleb Butler stays out there, but he is the holder for Ethan D'Agostino. Already made a field goal here today. Perfect on all his kicks. And he stays that way. So our score heading in to this break, 24.3 seconds remain in the third quarter. It is Broncos 41, Knights 28. Time running out for Creekside. They need to get points on the board when we return here on Schlick Sports. Back at Creekside High School, the Castle, week 1. Back and forth, but it's been more Palm Beach Central here. Since the second quarter, the Knights had cut that lead down to 3 after a kickoff return for a touchdown earlier in this third quarter of play, but Palm Beach Central responded with a touchdown of their own and a field goal to make this 41-28. Knights trail by 13. 24.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Knights still got time. 12 minutes and 24 seconds, but this Knights offense has been struggling, and it starts with the passing game. Sean Aschenfelder, I think he'd be the first to tell you that he's missed some chances in this game, especially in this third quarter. But he's a competitor and a really talented quarterback out there, picking up a lot of attention on the recruiting trail this offseason. As right here, Creekside starts off with a handoff, gonna get forward for just a few yards up to the Creekside 23. Aschenfelder, an athlete, completed 60% of his passes for 923 yards and 9 touchdowns last year to just 3 interceptions. And we'll see if he and this Knights offense can get a touchdown here when we return and get this back to a 1-possession game. We head in to the fourth quarter. Our score, Broncos 41, Creekside 28.
Looking for a realtor to help you with your real estate transactions? Contact Jason Purvis with Next Home First Coast. Jason has years of experience in real estate with more than 75 successful closed transactions. Jason is a Durban Crossing resident and Creekside parent helping people buy and sell real estate across Northeast Florida. He'll provide you with a personalized real estate experience. Contact Jason today at 802-373-8543 or Jason at nexthomefirstcoast.com.
"12 minutes to go in this week 1 game. Knights offense back out on the field. Second down and 7 is Sean Aschenfelder on the quarterback keeper. Gets a good gain up towards the first down marker. He's going to be short by a couple yards. Third down and 2 coming up. Oscar Earl, the tight end, in as an extra blocker. 5 men up at the line. Linebackers showing blitz. It's a fake to Williams. Aschenfelder keeps running up the sideline, gets the first down, and a good 5-6 yards more after that. Creekside moving the ball up to the Palm Beach Central 35. First down and 10. Use out of downs for the Creekside Knights. Aschenfelder drops back to pass. Under pressure, running right. He's got Taylor Birch. Gets past the first down, past the 50. Gets tackled inside the Palm Beach Central 45. I was saying that Creekside was on the Palm Beach Central side of the field. I misspoke. They're on their own side. They're now on the Palm Beach Central 43 for another first down. Good play there by Taylor Birch. Getting more yards after the catch. And Aschenfelder, good ball, is right here, quarterback keeper. He slides down just short of the 35. Official marking at the 37. Official gain of 6, setting up second down and 4. Broncos blitz. And they stuff a give to Nicky Williams. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, bringing up third down and 4 for Creekside. Critical play here. 10:44 to go. Knights down by 13. Got 4 receivers out wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Nicky Williams in the backfield. Aschenfelder looks to pass. Firing, he has got a receiver down inside the 10-yard line. Cooper Dixon with another big play for the Creekside Knights down at the 9-yard line. First down and goal for Creekside. Dixon, the junior, coming up big for the Knights as it's a screen pass to Taylor Birch. The play after, jukes a man, gets inside the 5, down at the 4. Cooper Dixon, how about him? He's a guy who has stepped up after a big injury for this Knights offense. Ashton Reynolds, the senior, out for the first half of the season with an ankle injury, and Cooper Dixon is a guy who keeps getting mentioned. He has stepped up in that slot spot as the Knights on 2nd and goal take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Creekside. 41-34. I didn't see who it was on the touchdown, as it was a bunch of guys there in the backfield. There, guys patting Nicky Williams on the head. It was either Sean Aschenfelder on a quarterback keeper or Nicky Williams taking it in as the Cooper Maurer now, the kicker, breaking tackles after the point after attempt. The snap ended up way behind Cooper Maurer. I think he bounced it there, and Maurer tried making something out of it, but couldn't do so successfully. But Creekside gets some points back. Game, 9:52 to play. You're listening to Creekside football here on Schlick Sports.
Looking for a realtor to help you with your real estate? That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Welcome back to St. John's, Florida. 41-34, 9:52 to play between Creekside and Palm Beach Central. This has been an offensive shootout in this game. The Knights just got a touchdown back. It's now 41-34 in Creekside. With 9:52 to go, trail by 7. And out comes the Broncos offense looking to respond after a Knights touchdown with one of their own. And one guy who has stepped up throughout this game. The Knights have found some way to limit Wade and Charles and Kamari Williams for the most part in the second half. But Preston Parker, the 4th wide receiver on this depth chart, a transfer from Atlantic, standing at 5'9", 161. The junior has been huge out of the slot in this game. As the Broncos start off with the give to Williams, Leon Williams, the running back, going to get a few yards on the carry. They started from their own 20-yard line, and the play ends at the 23. .9:25 to go. Palm Beach Central in no hurry to get these snaps off. Knights student section trying to rally their defense. Knights show 4 up front, they rush 5. The pass is high to Kamari Williams. He does bring it in, however. Running up near the first down markers. He gets past the first down marker to the 31, 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Kamari Williams moves the chains. Good news for the Creekside Knights. Cole Long back out on the field. The senior defensive end went down on the last drive with an injury. He's back in on the line, having a big game. Can he come up big here? Split back formation, one of either side behind Butler. He does motion one, ends up giving to Leon Williams. Stiffs arms a man, trying to get up the field. He is out of bounds in Creekside territory, past the 50-yard line, out at the 47, 48. Leon Williams couldn't get anything going in that first half, but throughout the game, he has worn down this Creekside defense, and you're seeing him get bigger and bigger runs here and having more and more of an impact on this game. Last year, Williams wasn't the lead back for this team, but he did still have 53 carries for 306 yards, as on the next play they give to Nedrick Bolden. And the running back slash wide receiver, the typical flex man, gets 3 yards on the carry, bring up 2nd and 7. Williams last year had 306 yards rushing for 4 touchdowns, averaged 5.8 per carry. Nedrick Bolden started in the backfield, but motions out to the left where 3 wide receivers stand. Kamari Charles alone on the right side. He's covered by Danny Approvato. They go to the left. They find Bolden on a screen, trying to get forward to the first down. He's going to fall short around the 40-yard line. Bringing up a big 3rd down, and you get to saying that a lot late in the game, but truly every 3rd down is big, especially right here where they're out of field goal range. You got a feeling, though, that Palm Beach Central would go for it if they don't get it right here. 3rd and 1. And a whistle on the play. And on 3rd down, it looks like it's going to go against the Knights. Offsides. And that was something that nipped them in the bud last week against Fletcher, that defense. 3rd down penalties, you can't give them free yards. On 3rd and 1, they jumped. And that's something the Knights are addressing. You address it after the play, then when they review the game film before school on Monday, you do it again, and that's something you'll see more and more early in the season and fix itself throughout the year. It's Kamari Williams on a screen pass. Takes it, sheds a couple tackles, but only gets a few yards on the play. Forward to the Creekside 30. 2nd and 6. Brody McGuff in on the tackle. The senior in limited time last year due to injury had 33 tackles, a tackle for loss, forced fumble, and a recovery. McGuff is a guy who's going to be huge for the Knights, plays outside linebacker and inside linebacker. In the Sam spot this week, middle linebacker. Butler looking left to pass. He fires, and it is incomplete. Looking for Wade and Charles. Caden Vimick-Tyan, the senior, with good coverage there by the first down markers, brings up 3rd down and 6 for Palm Beach Central. Update on the clock, 6:47 to go in the 4th quarter. We got a 7-point ball game. Broncos lead 41-34 over Creekside. Still 3 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right. And Leon Williams, the running back in the backfield. Knights show 4 on the rush. As Butler looks to pass. On a screen, it falls apart. He is going to be sacked! Back by the 40-yard line. And Cole Long in there for the sack. I believe with Liam Ross as well. Each of those guys have stepped up and done a nice job getting in that backfield, getting to the quarterback. Each of them now getting there multiple times. This game is out comes the kicker slash punter, Ethan D'Agostino. And he sets up for a punt. It looks like they're going to give this one back to the Knights unless they have any trickery on 4th and 10. From the 34-yard line, whistles. And a timeout on the play. Creekside calls time. 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 7-point ball game. As Palm Beach Central gets ready to potentially punt here on 4th and 10. We'll have to see coming out of the break. You're listening to Creekside Football here on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to the Castle. 6 minutes remain in the ballgame. Creekside was down 13 at the beginning of the fourth. It's now a 7-point ballgame as the Broncos get set to punt this one back. It is into the air, going to take a bounce inside the 20-yard line. Back to return on the play was Cooper Dixon, and it rolls out of bounds inside the 15, which is where the Knights will take over. An official timeout here for a water break. 5:54 is all that remains. After the break, Knights offense take the field with a chance to tie this one up. We'll see if they can get the job done when we return here on Schlick Sports.
Looking for a realtor to help you with your real estate transactions? Contact Jason Purvis with Next Home First Coast. Jason has years of experience in real estate with more than 75 successful closed transactions. Jason is a Durban Crossing resident and Creekside parent helping people buy and sell real estate across Northeast Florida. He'll provide you with a personalized real estate experience. Contact Jason.
8. 5:45 remains in the game. Creekside down by just 7 points. Can they get a touchdown on this drive and tie it up? They need to go 88 yards. Ashenfelder looks to pass. Senses the pressure from behind him. Fires downfield. Misses arrows Toffer. Knights want a flag. And they're not going to get it. In coverage there was Tony Williams. And it was a close call as Toffer got past him, but couldn't quite get to the ball. Bringing up 3rd down and 8 for Creekside, and this is a spot where you can't go for it on 4th down, even with under 5.5 minutes to go. Ashenfelder looking to pass. He's firing, and he misses Caleb Taylor-Birch. Tight coverage on the play from Wade and Charles. And the Knights are going to have to punt with 5:19 to go. So, bad news, Creekside couldn't move the ball, couldn't get any points on that drive. The good news, they only burned 41 seconds. $5:19 to go as Cooper Maurer gets set to punt from his own goal line. Kick is up. And it's going to be caught on the Creekside 49. On the return, Wade and Charles gets up to the 42. And Palm Beach Central will take over in Creekside territory. So some Knights fans actually leaving here with 5:09 to go. Me personally, I'm not so sure about that. All it takes is a stop and a Creekside touchdown, and we're even, and still plenty of time to do that. 5:09 to go. As Palm Beach Central walks out onto the field. Caleb Butler in his first varsity regular season start has been really good passing the ball. Starts this one with a give to Leon Williams, who turned nothing into something, was hit by 2 Knights at the line of scrimmage, and he literally fell forward for a few yards. Going to end up 2nd down and around 7. $4:45 to go. Butler motions Williams out. And he hands off to Nedrick Bolden. Slips up a bit behind the line and is tackled after a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 5. Creekside needs a stop here. 4:17 to go. 41-34. Third down. Here it comes, Butler back. trying to get the Knights to jump. Play clock at 7. Down to 5. They're either going to call timeout or get this one off late. They get it down with 1 on the clock. Nedrick Bolden on the carry, breaks through the line, trying to get forward for a first down. Did he get it? He's close, and he did. First down, and the Knights are going to have to burn some timeouts. Still no timeout called on the field as the clock stops to move the chains. This is a spot where the Knights could use a turnover. They're winning the turnover battle with an interception in this game. There's no reason for them to put the ball in the air at this point. Leon Williams, the running back, on the carry, gets towards the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short, according to the sideline judge. Second and 1. With 15 seconds on the play clock, Butler passes. He's got Kamari Williams, and Kamari Williams has a touchdown. Looked like Danny Approbato in coverage. He's had a good game, but right there he came in, tried to bring him down. He shed the tackle, and there was no one between him and the end zone. As Williams brings it in for 6, making it 47-34. And that might be the final blow to this Creekside team. Another really good performance for the Knights on offense, but on the defensive side of the ball, Creekside just struggled their way through this game. Couldn't get a stop here outside of one drive in the second half, I believe, and the interception as well. As the extra point is good, making it 48-34, 2:45 to go. Knights need quick points if they want to keep any hope of winning this ball game alive. We'll return here with the final stretch. You're listening to Creekside Knights football here on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to Creekside High School. 48-34 the score. Knights down 14. Back to return this kick is Cooper Dixon and Harrison Garrido. This is a Knights team that needs points fast. They got a kickoff return for a touchdown earlier, and they're not kicking to Garrido again. Kick is brought in. There's a short kick, sky kick up in front of the 25, down around the 26-27 is where Creekside will start. Oscar Earl is the one who came away with it. Ball actually on the 28 for Creekside. First down and 10. 2:45 to go. Knights still with 3 timeouts. Look for the formula to be get quick 6, onside kick. If that doesn't work, need a 3 and out with 3 timeouts. And the pass is intercepted. Ashenfeller was looking towards the sideline. Kamari Williams picks it off, throws up the peace sign, and walks into the end zone with the game in hand. 54-34. 2:36 remaining. And that might be the final blow for this Creekside Knights team. If the one before it wasn't, that one probably was. I don't know. I just had my buddy up here in the booth call me a downer, so let me know in the chat. Should I keep my spirits up or should I call it as I see it? D'Agostino on the point after is good, and this Palm Beach Central team last year, impressive. Nonetheless, making it all the way to the state Final Four, and this year, they look to be back. The real deal, a loaded team. Creekside, like I said, they need quick points, and even quicker now when we return here on Schlick Sports. Back here at Creekside High School, 2:36 remains in this game. As the kick is away, calling for the fair catch and bringing it in. Oscar Earl in front of the 30-yard line is where the Knights will start. So after the interception, out comes the Knights offense. Down by a good 21 points here. (55-34) our score. Aschenfelder takes the snap. Under pressure, looking to fire downfield. Off the hands of Caleb Taylor Birch, just a little behind him there. Taylor Birch had a chance to get that. Would have been a nice catch if he brought it in. I'm 50-50 on whether he should have caught it or not. Second down and 10, 2:27 to go. Creekside will return next week at Nice. Nice little rivalry matchup there. It should be a bounce-back game for Creekside as Sean Aschenfelder on the quarterback keeper gets into Palm Beach territory past the 50-yard line. Out on the Broncos 48, stopping the clock. Nice last year with a down season, of course, losing Marcus Stokes, their big-time quarterback for the past couple years. Be interesting to see. They're well coached under Coach Colin Drafts, and always a fun matchup between Creekside and Nice. Should be fun over at Nice. Be sure to tune in here on Schlick Sports, though that game is the only one in question. The only one I haven't gotten full approval of is, again, Aschenfelder looking for Birch over the middle. Incomplete. I believe Sean Aschenfelder rolling around in the pocket, firing downfield for Arrows Toffer, and Tony Williams almost had his second pick. Just looking for anything, a Hail Mary right there, 2:03 to go. Ball was a little underthrown. And good job by Williams, turned around. Got a little bit of space between him and Toffer, and he almost came down with the second interception in the last minute of play. We were talking this week, this is a team in Palm Beach Central that presses with their corners the entire game as Cooper Dixon got beat on his route. Really good coverage from Dwyer that stopped him. Ashenfelder tried leading him down the field, and Dixon couldn't get past his man. I'll bring up 4th and 10. That press has been effective. Not too many opportunities for this Knights team creating separation. They haven't quite been able to take advantage of the opportunities they've had. Ashenfelder looks to pass. And he's got Cooper Dixon past the 30-yard line, out of bounds near the 25. Moves the chains, keeps the drive alive. As Dixon out at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Knights move the chains, 1:49 to go. Here's 1st and 10. Ashenfelder looks to pass. Scanning right. Now leading his man towards the end zone. It is in the hands. Did he hold on to it? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Creekside. Eros Choffer beat Tony Williams. Improvised a little bit, just ran a short little curl about 5 yards, and then when it didn't work, turned around, burned his man. Great ball from Ashenfelder on the run, leading him to the end zone. Now 55-40, 1:38 to go, as Maurer's extra point is good. 55-41, 14-point ball game. Knights were successful on a couple onside kicks last year. We'll see, can they get the job done when we return on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to Creekside High School as the Knights get ready for an onside kick, their last hope. Almost. They still have 3 timeouts after this. They'll need to recover this onside kick or get a 3 and out. We'll have to see. Actually, there's whistles for a timeout on the field. Palm Beach Central wasn't quite sure, it looked like, how to defend this onside kick, kind of all over the place up front on the kick line. Sticking with you here as they're going over their onside kick coverage. Ronald Darajati, who's now at Miami University as a preferred walk-on last year, was a master at these kind of onside kick situations, and multiple recovered last year. Cooper Maurer out there, but the opposing team knows what's coming. Here we go. The kick bounces, it's on the ground. Creekside's got it. I believe Creekside has the ball. They do. Creekside recovers the onside kick. And they still are alive. They may be on their last breaths, but Creekside gets the ball back. They are still alive. 1:38 to go. Can the Knights work some magic here? They've had some opportunities in this game to do so. And this is their last shot. They're going to have to get points fast. And out comes Creekside to try to accomplish just that. Like I said, minute 38 to go, 55-41. Ashenfelder looks to pass. Under pressure, fires, complete to Aaron Satiris. Oh, he had it, but it dropped out of his hands. 2nd and 10. Satiris really good at creating separation. The sophomore, if there's one thing he needs to improve on here, just hauling in those catches, completing them. It's Sean Ashenfelder. Takes it himself, gets past the first down markers. Knights won a late hit as he was hit right on the sideline, but he does get the first down. 1st and 10. First and 10. Here comes for Creekside. Ashenfelder. Bullet pass over the middle. Caught. That's Eros Toffer. Chains move, which temporarily stops the clock. Creekside down to the 24. Minute 20 on the clock. Ashenfelder looking for someone. He's firing. He has got a man! Cooper Dixon! Touchdown Creekside! And it is back to a one-possession game. Wow. Don't go away, folks. There's a minute and 10 seconds left, and Creekside has made it an 8-point ball game. On for the extra point, Cooper Maurer. It's up. It's good. It's a 7-point game. If this is week 1, then what does that mean for the rest of the season? My gosh. Well, we'll be back. Creekside has given themselves another shot. It's a 7-point game. Oh, my. Well, one more chance. They already recovered an onside kick. They got 3 timeouts, so they either get the onside kick and get the ball, or they don't get it, and then they need a 3 and out. This team is still very much alive. Maurer out for the onside kick. Can the Knights get it again? Here we go. Minute 10 to go. The kick is off. It is short, and the Knights are going to recover it way before the 10 yards. Colton Lavelle picked it up around the 47. Knights might have had a chance if they let it go, but it might have been too long. So Palm Beach Central will take over. The Knights still with a shot. They got 3 timeouts. First and 10. I believe they have 3 timeouts. Almost 100% sure, but we're not keeping track on the scoreboard. I don't recall the Knights taking a timeout in the second half. It is a handoff. Williams still on his feet. Oh, he's breaking tackles left and right, and he is going to be either at the first down markers or just short. And they are moving the chains, which means that eventually Palm Beach Central will be able to take a knee. Or no, they're not moving the chains. It's 2nd and 1. So they still got to get to the first down markers. They need 1 yard, that is all. There's 54 seconds on the clock. And defensively here, you wonder how to approach this. You want to get guys up at the line, make sure they can't just get 1 yard here with the run. But you also can't put everybody there because then they can catch you out guard, go with the pass. Offense and defense back out there for 2nd and 1. Butler in the shotgun. He takes the snap, gives to Williams, getting to the outside, and he gets the first down. Falls past the markers after a good 2 yards. Knights called timeout, 46.1 on the clock. And that should just about do it out here as the Knights are now down to 1 final timeout. And that should just about be it. Unless something happens here like a fumbled snap, just play clean on the transfer and Palm Beach Central should have a victory in hand. Creekside sticking with a very good Palm Beach Central team, and normally 48 points will win you a ball game, but not quite today. Butler still in shotgun. Hands it off to Williams. Gets past the line of scrimmage. He just won't go down. Finally taken down with 39 seconds on the clock. Clock still running. As Creekside might be out of timeouts. And that'll do it for tonight's game. Offense staying out there. Eventually these teams, I don't know, the play clock and the game clock there. Game clock's lower than the play clock, so they don't have to run a play, but they're lined up for a snap. 5 seconds on the clock. And that will do it. Creekside tried putting together a miracle comeback late, but they just couldn't get the job done. Had their chances, but in the end, Palm Beach Central ends up with the 55-48 victory here in week 1. Well, interesting back and forth ball game here at the Castle, but our final score 55-48. The Knights return next week at Nice High School, and hopefully we'll be bringing you action here on Schlick Sports for that game. But for now, I'm Noah Schlicksup signing off, saying have a good night from Creekside High School.